It's Thursday, September the 21st, and this is your Barbados Today afternoon news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, Barbados may have escaped the ravages of recent superstorms that battered their Caribbean neighbors. But the head of the Barbados Private Sector Association, Charles Herbert, says the island remains under a hurricane watch given the turbulence in the local economy. Speaking at the midterm delegates conference of the Congress of Trade Unions and Staff Associations this morning, Herbert lamented that in spite of a massive protest back in July, pressing the government to take action to turn around the economy, nothing has been done.
There has been no meaningful dialogue amongst the social partners, and there is no unity amongst the partners on the measures that can avert the crisis. Most believe that the country is still in hurricane watch. As we huddle in small groups around our radios for the next update to see if God is still a Bajan and the hurricane will once again turn north and spare Barbados its worst. However, comrades, this financial hurricane is not an act of God, but is subject to our own control through united action and intervention.
Herbert says it's time for action.
This week, I have been fortunate to participate in the Caribbean Development Bank's Caribbean Leadership and Transformational Forum, which has focused on how aspirational policies can be translated into action and results. In particular, the forum was privileged to hear from Dato Sri Idris Jalla from Malaya. He assisted his home government in turning policies into action, resulting in the creation of over 2 million new jobs, dramatic reduction in poverty levels, expansion of private sector investment, all resulting in the gradual reduction of fiscal deficits and of national debt. Mr. Jalla is in Barbados because his team is available to work with Barbados and other Caribbean nations who have the courage to embrace a call to action and to transformation. I found Mr. Jalla to be inspirational and his methods to be sound and proven, and I hope that Barbados will seize this opportunity and embrace this call.
In other news this Thursday, police are yet to identify the pedestrian who died last night following a road accident along St. Martin's Road at its junction with Harlington Road in St. Philip. The victim, a 68-year-old man, was attempting to cross the road when he was struck by a minibus. He received injuries to the head and was rushed to hospital by ambulance. He, however, later succumbed to his injuries. And police are asking anyone with information about the incident to contact the District C Police Station at telephone numbers 416-8200 or 416-8201. Investigations are continuing. The Barbados Renewable Energy Association is backing moves by the Barbados Light and Power Company to set up a new energy storage facility. In fact, the association says Monday's island-wide blackout was a stark reminder of the importance of the move. Earlier this month, the Fair Trading Commission announced that the BL&P has submitted an application seeking a review of the fuel adjustment cost to help recover the costs associated with the commissioning of the 5-megawatt energy storage plant in St. Lucie. But while BREA's Executive Director, Michia Clark, is on board with the new facility, she's skeptical that a hike in the fuel adjustment cost is the right way to go.
What we will be exploring within the town hall meeting, as you would have mentioned in the question that you raised and was so ably supported by Aidan in his response, is what does this mean in terms of the mechanism going forward? Is the fuel cost adjustment mechanism the best suited mechanism, or is it the creation of a separate standalone mechanism? What are the implications for the time period in terms of that, and what would it mean for customers? So these are all important engagement issues that BREA will be bringing to the forefront. We will be having technical discussions with various of our members to get their input in formalizing a best fit proposal on what is the best suited transition process now that we're gearing up to actively integrate storage.
Meanwhile, BREA's board member Hallam Hope underscored the importance of energy storage, citing the long-running blackout in Dominica, which was hit by Hurricane Maria on Monday.
The Prime Minister cannot communicate out to the global because telecommunications are down, and he hasn't had the energy backup or whatever to provide to help drive the telecommunications, keep the telecommunications up. So when the electricity goes down, your telecoms also is affected as well. And that has implications in terms of the ability to communicate with his CARICOM partners to explain what our needs are, right? How quickly can you help us? So again, I think the storage and the telecoms are very, very critical. And Dominica's example, I think, is a good one. A good example of why we need to have these systems up and running and maintained in the event that we have these catastrophes that we can expect.
Calling, get your yams and potatoes. Wait, my girl, how you want to see you for long?
I can't. How you keeping? But you don't sell the nation paper no more.
But that paper ain't selling. This month now I stop selling that. Look, one time I would have make a little dollar on the Sun. But when Sunday night, I still trying to get the weather there.
Well, you know you can't call that the Sun no more. You're going to call that Sunset News. At no time that news stale.
People complain that them ain't got nothing in it to read and the price keep going up all the time. A woman abused me so sick the other day, telling me that she does read Barbados today online for free. I can't take that abusing soul, so I switched to my potatoes and yams.
Well, let me tell you, if pork selling, you got to raise pigs. How much for the yams?
Oh, 75 cents a pound.
But that's cheaper than that stale news. Give me...
How much you want?
£1.
Only £1? Anyhow, these eating real good. Let me wrap them up for you. Come.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Welcome back. In regional news now, Dominicans are slowly beginning to pick up the pieces of their battered lives in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria. Reports from Roseau say the death toll now stands at 14. Communications are slowly improving, but it's still a major challenge. Our news team on the ground tells us teams are busy trying to clear roads, while Dominicans have been trying to patch up their damaged homes. This morning, Dominican Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit summoned a cabinet meeting to plot the way forward. From there, he is expected to head to Antigua, where he is scheduled to bring the region up to date on the developments in his homeland. From Antigua, Skerrit is expected to travel to the United Nations to deliver an address to the General Assembly. Meanwhile, Hurricane Maria was battering the Dominican Republic this morning as it continues its deadly trek toward the Turks and Caicos Islands. The National Hurricane Center reported that the Category 3 storm, packing 115 miles per hour winds, dumped torrential rains on the DR. The forecasters warned the system could strengthen again as it moves towards the Turks and Caicos. In Puerto Rico, Maria's wrath is far from over. Dozens of families were rescued from flooding in Lavitong, near the capital city of San Juan. A spokeswoman for the Puerto Rico said that the National Guard is still searching for residents in need of rescue. But the task was hampered by a power outage that covered the entire island of 3.4 million people. Officials say it may be several months before Puerto Ricans get electricity back. On the international scene, rescuers are racing against the clock to reach survivors trapped under the rubble of a school in Mexico City, which collapsed during Tuesday's earthquake. One is a 12-year-old girl who is believed to be sheltering under a table, but rescuers say they did not know how to reach her. At least 21 children and 5 adults died at the school that collapsed. The school was one of dozens of buildings toppled by the quake. The death toll presently stands at 230 people, and it has been rising. President Enrique Peña Nieto has declared 3 days of mourning for the victims. And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. Now, we are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, our screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.